Hi friends, it's Raina. I wanted to let you know that the video you are about to watch is actually over a year old. This is because I decided to do a secondary channel to follow what it was like being a mermaid mom, but all of my mermaid mom content went really popular on my main channel. So I've decided to merge these channels back together. Some of the things you are going to watch may be slightly out of date, but also an interesting time capsule. I just really wanted to have all of the content back in one place. Thanks again for supporting me, and I hope you enjoy the video.
Hello, it's Raina with another video about our New Brunswick trip where we took River on a series of mermaid gigs. In our last videos, we talked about March break where we did lots of fun stuff for the Algonquin Hotel. Now I want to talk to you about the Huntsman Marine Aquarium, which is a fantastic scientific aquarium in St. Andrews, New Brunswick that I got to visit for the first time. I reached out to them before going, asking if I could come and make an appearance for their March break. I offered to do it for free in exchange for letting us kind of come for free and do some photos and things and just use it kind of as cross promotion. This is not an aquarium where I could swim with the animals. That's not something that's often done in Canada due to a variety of laws and rules. Friends of mine recently got to swim in one that was exempt, and I've swam in one when it was empty, as you know from looking at my old videos on my other channel. But this was very, very cold water stuff, like 4 degrees Celsius, and the natural habitat for these animals. And there were 2 seals, Loki and Snorkel, and they were a dad and son. So that was kind of cool. And they had an outdoor pen, which was really neat. It's not like your typical tank that you see. This is like actually carved into the rock and the beach and the ocean. And anyway, first of all, I just love this facility. I would love to actually collaborate with them and do some work there. I would love to send Mermaid Tawala there because she is from the area and she did some work there when she did her marine biology degree. It was just so informative. It was very heavily focused on the science. There were a number of touch tanks. There was this beautiful tide tank where you could see the tides come up and down and see the different changes of things. They had all these rare lobsters, which don't look very rare when you have this big, beautiful touch tank of them. Blue ones, cotton candy ones, green ones, yellow ones. And our lobsters look different. They're Atlantic lobsters, right? So they look different than what you see in Florida. They're a lot huskier and they're not quite as thin with as long as legs, and they've got really, really big front claws, and they can be quite aggressive in the water. I've accidentally swam into some and they come at you. They're just get out of my way. Mermaid Mimi had one take her GoPro and run off with it, and she had to chase it. It was so funny. I've got a lot of pictures on our Halifax Mermaid Facebook page where you can see all of it. We had to wear masks, and we got to see a lot of things like aquaculture, and there were all these historical pieces as well, these specimens that were like 100 years old that they had. So there was this giant lobster that was as big as me. That was really cool. River got to play with the little boat, and the seals were just super, super friendly. In fact, there was a warning that they bite, that you shouldn't try to feed them or reach in because they will literally hop up and bite. And I believe it. So River and we got ready in the bathroom. They let us lock it so that I could get ready. And of course, River decides then that he would like a boob. So I'm in full mermaid outfit, just feeding the baby here and just kind of, all right, bud, whenever you're done would be great. And it's all good. And Sean is wearing him and pushing me in the wheelchair. Again, this is a big hassle when we don't have 2 people, because how am I supposed to get around? And we have the baby. We don't have childcare right now because of COVID and other things going on in our family, and we just don't have enough people that live by us that could help us with these things. My parents are dealing with the situation and help when they can, but it's not like we could leave River with them for a weekend, especially if I'm breastfeeding and he won't drink a bottle, right? The facility, I just cannot say enough about it. We have so many video clips. River was laughing at the different fish. We're meeting kids. We're giving out postcards. River and I get up and we sit in this ledge that is on the side. Well, it's not even a tank. It's the glass viewing window for the seals, for Loki and Snorkel, and they're swimming by and zooming by and making noises at us. And then we can go outside and see them from the top, and it's pouring rain. And because it's pouring rain and it's cold out and it's the weekend, there's not many people there. It's really too bad. I would have loved to have seen more people, but just for us to be able to have the freedom to go around around this place and not really have to worry about dealing and entertaining with the public. I wish we could have done some more promotion for them, but you know, it was still pretty cool. And they had the cutest little gift shop, and it had my friend's book in it, and I tried to take them lots of photos and video. I bought myself a hoodie because the money went back into the aquarium. I got River a little t-shirt, and River also got this little Loki little Loki stuffy. I love this part about being a mom. I love going to gift shops. I love getting him little things, and I know he's gonna grow out of the clothes, but we do have enough people that we can pass things on. But I'm also keeping some things as keepsakes, like a little memory box. So I'm probably gonna keep his little shirt from the Huntsman Marine Aquarium. I would just love to go back there again, and I would love if we could have a traveling tank and take it there and do some shows. They're also right on the beach. I was kind of talking with their organizer back and forth and just kind of throwing out ideas. Yeah, we could have a mermaid swim up, and we can do like a little nature educational thing, and the mermaid can be doing it right from the ocean and have your little campers on the beach. I love working collaboratively with this stuff, and I don't think mermaids realize that there is such an interest in the educational aspect. And I don't mean just sitting there and this is the ocean, keep it clean. I mean actually program planning something and having goals in mind for what you want the kids to experience and learn, and being able to be flexible for the different age groups and the different needs that there might be present. We have a couple different programs that I send. I'm going to be doing some for World Oceans Day, so we have things like on plastic pollution and prevention and recycling and everything that goes into that, and there's this component about sea turtles that goes with that, and we've got toys. I have a whole fossil collection that Doug Shore, who's probably following this because he's a phenomenal fan of mine, he sent me now 2 boxes of fossils, and I use them all the time because he labels them, and I'm able to Google and kind of learn about the creatures. And then the kids, it's like gold to them. They stick out their hands and like, oh, a real fossil. And he sends me lots of fossilized shark teeth. That makes for a really fun educational workshop as well. You don't have to be a teacher like me to do this stuff. There's a lot of content online that you can adapt to do as a mermaid. And if you've got a wrangler, your wrangler can have your gear with you. So that's something that I would love to do with them down the road. If I could safely and warmly get in one of those tanks, I would love to. Let me tell you, I would do it. I would even wear a wetsuit to get in one, but I don't think it's in the cards in terms of the laws here. But anyway, it was a lot of fun. River was really great, well behaved. It sucks that there weren't as many people, but like I said, that kind of worked out for us in the end because it kept us from being overwhelmed with him. Definitely learned a lot doing this, a lot of eye-opening stuff. If you are in St. Andrews, New Brunswick, I can't recommend it enough. It's a fantastic place to visit. I've got a couple clips on TikTok and Instagram that you can check out. But yeah, it was just really wonderful, and I just wanted to share that as its own video. I felt like it deserved its own video. We have a lot of stuff coming up. We're gonna be taking a trip to California, and we're gonna have a series of videos on that. It's gonna be really interesting. We have to take River on 3 airplane rides. I'm super terrified for that. Ooh. We have some help. We have Merrill Atlas and Merman Equinox are gonna be with us, which is good, but I'm also terrified. And we have all of our summer gigs coming up. River's birthday's in August. He's gonna be 1. I can't believe it. At the time of filming this, he is 8.5 months old right now, which is blowing my mind. If you're on my other channel, my Raina Mermaid channel, you see all these videos from when he was just a month old, 2 months old, 3 months old. He's so tiny, and he's just so big now, and he's such a sweet little boy, and he's so smart, and I love being a mom, and it's challenging. It's really challenging trying to do this mermaid stuff with a baby, especially during a pandemic, and especially since we don't often have childcare. I take him to the pools and the mermaids take turns holding him, you know? I'm planning for my gigs and I'm telling people, yeah, my baby's gonna be there. And I'm realizing that there's definitely a gender imbalance. Female musicians go on tour for long times and they have a baby, they want to bring their baby with them, and they need people to watch their baby when they go on stage. And if you watched the Loki show, the girl who played the Sylvie, the female variant of Loki, she actually had her costume custom made so that she could breastfeed or pump for her baby on set, so she could have her baby with her on set. And it just really opens your eyes to how inaccessible things like this are, and that when you're doing those performance riders or you're doing those contracts, you have to build in things to help you accommodate having a family. It's definitely not tailored to children. And it's not just in the mermaid world, this is in acting, modeling, music. I had a great conversation with a friend of mine who is a signed musician, and he was telling me I worked in the orchestra for this really well-known musician, and she had to really struggle to get them to care for her child while she was on stage. You know, this is how this works. You can't always just leave your kid at home with a babysitter. It just doesn't work for some of this stuff. We're not gonna do that going away for 4 days when he's still an infant, so. Lots to learn. I'm gonna keep sharing it with you. We're gonna figure it out together, right? So please like and subscribe, click the bell if you wanna get notified. You can check out the description for various coupons and discount codes that we have. Follow us across our social media and check out Raina the Mermaid Sea Fans. We'd love to have you. And patreon.com/Raina Mermaid. Throw $2 my way a month and help me make some of this content. Best wishes!